So I'm Officer Michael Bullock, Michael, last of Bullock, with the Austin Police Department Public Information Office. So today at approximately 1:21 p.m., officers responded to a check welfare urgent call here on the east end of Lady Bird Lake. Multiple individuals had called 911 reporting that a subject appeared to be deceased and was in the water on this end of the lake. Austin Police Patrol officers, along with officers from our lake unit and the Austin Fire Department, all responded to the scene and were able to locate the subject in the water. A water rescue was performed, and once the subject was removed from the water, they were pronounced deceased here on scene. As of right now, our homicide unit did respond to the scene and are investigating this incident. As of right now, it is a very unfortunate incident, but up to this point, we have not discovered anything suspicious tied directly to this incident. So, like I said, our homicide unit did respond to the scene, and they are continuing the investigation. But as of right now, that is about all the information that we do have to release. So, I'm happy to try to answer any questions that y'all might have. But again, as of right now, all we know is that there was an unidentified individual that was located in the water. A water rescue was performed, and they have been pronounced deceased here on scene.
Have an estimate as to how long the body may have been in the water?
I do not. As of right now, we don't have anyone that saw the individual go into the water or anything, so we don't know how long they may have been here.
If it was a man or a female?
As of right now, all I have is that's an unidentified individual who appears to be an adult. So no gender that I can give you.
You said the call came in just after 1 o'clock. You know, maybe if you saw anything or if it's just floating in the water at all?
As of right now, the initial call text was just that individuals observed the subject in the water, not that anyone had witnessed anything occurring. So part of our investigation is always asking for anyone who may have been in the area that saw anything to please contact us. They can contact our homicide unit or just the APD tip line if they do have information. But as of right now, I'm not aware of anyone that witnessed exactly what happened.
You said nothing suspicious, about the body or anything. Like
correct.
Specify specific things. I know we talked about foul play. Anything along the lines of
sure.
What you mean by saying not suspicious?
So every time we have any incident like this, right, officers and like homicide detectives come out to the scene and we look for particular indicators, right, whether or not there's anything that shows that something may have been done intentionally. That can include a variety of different things. But our investigations are also done tandemly with, like, the medical examiner's office because we don't determine the cause of death. That's up to the medical examiner. So it's why I say it's very early on in the investigation. Our initial information doesn't show anything suspicious, but we don't make that final determination until the medical examiner has been able to conduct their review as well.
A lot of bodies been pulled out of the water, officer. Can you understand the public's concern, worries, and
sure.
The heightened of alert?
Sure, absolutely. One thing to keep in mind is that Austin has thousands of acres of green space and waterways. It's a very nature-focused, large metropolitan area. So we would just encourage people to always be aware of your surroundings, and if you can, go with friends, keep yourself safe, right? So that way we don't have unfortunate incidents that can occur. Definitely, understand, people that have concerns. And if we did have any information, that there was something specific that was concerning or suspicious related to criminal activity, right? Those are things that we try to convey to the public as soon as we possibly can. But again, as of right now, our investigations have all shown that they're very unfortunate incidents and tragic ones that we hate to have to go to. But as of right now, nothing criminal has been seen.
Do you know if the body was in any state of decomposition?
The exact state of the individual, I'm not 100% sure of. I've been out here with y'all, so I don't know that specifically, so I can't tell you.
Do you have an estimated timeline as to when the ME's office will have a cause of death?
Unfortunately, I do not. It kind of depends. They have their process that they have to go through, and you can understand, depending on how many cases they're working as well may determine how long that can take. So you'd have to follow up with them.
And then I know there's been a lot of online chatter about, people thinking that all these bodies found in the lake are connected.
Sure.
If there's a serial killer out there, what would you say
sure.
to people who are speculating these things?
I would just say that we thoroughly investigate everything, right? Our homicide unit is one of the premier homicide investigators that you will find in the country and have one of the highest clearance rates of determining what actually causes, foul play and even just normal deaths, right, that may occur. So the department is very good at investigating these types of incidents. And like I said, we always try to be open and transparent with the public. So if we did have any concerns, that is not something we would try to be hiding from the public.
Is there anything else that you could just give us? You already said initially that's all the information you have, but anything just about the circumstances and everything we've been seeing the last few months?
The biggest thing that I can just tell you is, right, Austin is very focused on a lot of green spaces, and we have a lot of waterways. So a lot of it comes down to, being safe as individuals and making sure that you're, taking care of yourself, right? We have a lot of areas in Austin, that are frequented by, just individuals walking trails. And so go out with friends. It's always best to have safety partners with you because accidents can happen, and it's always best to have someone else with you. But, like I said, if there was something specific that we really needed the public to be concerned about, that's information that we would put out as soon as we possibly could, and haven't discovered anything up to now.
And what were all the agencies involved? Sorry if you mentioned that. Just want to clarify.
Sure. So as Austin Police Department was here, our patrol units responded just from day shift patrol were here, as well as our lake unit patrol, who were responsible for patrolling waterways. And then we also had the Austin Fire Department. They had multiple units that came out here, and they also have water rescue teams that we work with as well. So they were out here. Too. So, and I believe Austin Travis County EMS responded as well. They're typically out here for these incidents as well. Anything else? You're fine.
This wasn't a boating accident, right?
All the information I have, right? There was no reports of a boat, right? Everything's still under investigation. The initial information and what was observed was just that it was an individual that was found in the lake.
And so basically, it was just a 911 call. They thought they saw somebody.
Correct. Yeah, like passerbys were walking and observed the individual and called 911. Yes, sir.
Is the trail back open?
To my knowledge, everything should be open right now. I don't believe anything is currently closed. So if there is, the only thing I would say, if you are walking out on the trails, if you do see police tape, please do not cross them. They're up for a reason, we're trying to preserve evidence that there may be. So I don't believe there's anything closed, but if there is, please just respect those tapes. Okay? All right. Thank y'all.
Awesome. Thank you. Also appreciate you, sir.
You bet. No, you're good.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.